rich yet.
There's different models depending on what the price tag is. And really, the actual key and common denominator, right, in all of these launches and all of the funnels that you may build is time. You need time to increase trust with that person.
Time with the customer, to be specific.
Time with the customer, exactly. Time with the customer. How much time are you gonna spend with that person for them to trust you enough to either pay you $5 or $5,000, right? The amount of trust that requires to pay you 5,000 is way different than just pay you $5, right? Because $5, and that's also why the beauty of low tickets it works is because okay, they don't see you as a risk, right? They will just pay you the $5 and then see what's up, right? And if actually they like it, then it will either follow you on social media, maybe they're gonna be ready to buy the next thing from you, right? That's why you're always every month you should be launching something different in like a webinar or a challenge because then if you are actually doing a webinar or doing a challenge, now you can offer something a little bit higher. Because on a webinar, again, we're going to talk about time. On a webinar, they most likely are spending with you 90 minutes, around 90 minutes on that presentation, right? And it can be pre recorded. And then because they spend that much more time, you can sell them something for either $500. You can sell them for 997. Most likely you have seen some of those offers already with 997 price tag, all the way to maybe 1500, right? I've seen some people sell 1500 packages on a webinar, right? But why they're offering that on a webinar is because you just spend 90 minutes with that person. That person has probably shown you results. They have shown you testimonials. They have shown you uh, things that you didn't knew before, and now you're ready to buy a higher price tag. Now let's move into challenges, for example. Challenges is something that I know by heart as the challenge queen. And for challenges, think about the difference between a webinar and a challenge. The webinar was only 90 minutes. A challenge, most likely they're either spending 2 days with you, 3 days, 4, 5 days, right? Typically, you see the length of a challenge is about 5 days. So they are spending a whole week with you, getting to know you, probably doing some homework in your challenge, right? They're spending a lot of time on you and your knowledge and your indoctrination, right? And that's why when you see a pitch on a challenge, you're probably seeing something definitely above $1,000. Usually it's 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. I have seen 10K packages sold on a challenge, right? And it's all because of the trust, right? You spend 5 days with me. You now trust me more than if you just saw a $5 thing, right? Because of the time and the immersion effect that a challenge is. Because a challenge is basically a virtual event. So you basically attended virtually to an event. I'm your host. I'm showing you all these strategies. And now you trust me more to pay me a little bit more than just the $5. So you see, when you are actually thinking about what am I selling, if it is a course, then you can sell it for $97. You probably don't need a webinar for that. You can just do it with a video on on the landing page. But if you're actually selling a done for you service that is probably a 10K package, then you probably want to move all the way to the other funnel, which is the booking a call with you and talking to you, because they just need to have that conversation with the actual person that is going to be taking the money, right? There's a little bit more like nervousness, right? There's a lot of um, of nerves whenever you're trying to pay somebody that much money. So that's kind of I hope that that gives a little bit of a variation of the different price tags and launch strategies for that.
Yeah, so you need to understand how much your price point is, and we're talking about your main offer right now. The main thing that pays all your bills, the main offer, start there. Depending on that price point, choose a proper funnel, choose a proper framework to get someone there so you have the right amount of time with that person so you can give them that ask is proper. Too many people are just got the wrong funnel with the wrong offer, and they wonder why it's not working.
If this save you time, money, or frustrations, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you want our help dialing this for your business, just go to launchesandconversions.com, book a call with us, and either Colton and I will look at your stuff and help you get better results. That's where we're going to go deeper. Okay. So see you on the next episode.
Are we rich yet?